You're listening to TalkTainmentRadio.com.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Hello. Welcome to TalkTainmentRadio.com, and you're listening to Stairway To Heaven, and I'm your host, Dr. Bass CLAUDE Smith, and it's so glad to see you and hear from you and everything that's been on. Evangelist Smith, she's doing well. We're looking for her to return to the set radio soon, and I also like to say hello to that Pastor Dixon, who was in the hospital just a couple of days ago, and I hope he gets well. Stairway to Heaven is brought to you by the Keys of Harmony, and also Praise Temple Community Church, where the overseer Dixon's a pastor. I'll give my shout outs to Jennifer and her family, Karina and her family, Scott and his family, Mike and his family, and Core Lab. And also, I'd like to bring a shout out to my sister, Margie Williams, and Vicky Boy with Sean, Tony, Connie, and Bernie, and Lucinda. And they are all listening in, and I'm giving them all a shout out. And this is from your Uncle Lewis. Say, hey, I'm telling y'all, hello. I'd like to say the Keys of Harmony will be at the program April the 8th, and I'll let you know the place. Also, I'd like to say, this coming August, it's a very, very special date. In August, I'll give you the time and the date, but this is a very, very special anniversary of the Stairway to Heaven, and that program will be at the Praise Temple Community Church. It's going to be a concert. And, hey, we got some things going to happen. As far as I'm going, I can't say what's what, who's who. I'll give you a little more information about it. But this is going to be look for a great turnout. There'll be some groups there, which haven't named yet, but I will name them. But this show is the 8th anniversary of Stairway to Heaven. It's going to be at Praise Temple Community Church. And we're going to honor someone. It will be an honoree for someone. I'm not going to say as far as I'm going with it. It's an honor to someone, and I'm not as far as I'm going. I also like to say that to all the people that are out there that are trying to do what they can to help each other, and I feel sorry for those people in Ukraine and people in California. And I hope they make it. My topic for the day is, it's an old topic. It's called Don't Look Down on a Man Unless You're Building him up. I did this before, but since I have spoke on that and commented on that, there's a lot of things that's has come to me and has happened and I have seen. Mostly during that time, you see people every day. If you remember, I can't remember the verse, I can't think of it, but I do. It's sort of like, it's coming back to when Jesus walked up on a man which couldn't walk, and Jesus told him to pick up his bed and walk after he healed him. Well, my thing, I took it from that, and from my thing is that every day we got high class people, we got low class people, we got middle class people. Let's start saying this with the low class people. We got people out there that's homeless, don't care how they get it. And you got other people out there that got it, but always tearing them down. And some of these high class people got every day, they forgot where they come from, how they got it, and what they went through to get it. And that they got where they are, they say they forget about it. I've seen and been around those type of people where they say, well, I got mine, you gotta get yours. Fine. I know I gotta get mine. I know you got yours. I'm glad you got yours. But they don't think, and they don't think to realize that those people that are down, and some of them is out there for a reason. Society, you got half those people out there because they want to be out there, and half of them out there because it's because of society that's put some of them out there. I mean, some of what I'm saying is, the only people that try to get help and try to stay full, stay close in, have been turned down. Some of these communities are health communities, charity communities, where some of them get help at. They got people in the office that turns them down, or they be trying to get help to help them out, keep them from being where they are now. But in the long run, not in the long run, short way in the term, they don't help them. They say like, hey, I'm living in this office, I got my nice car, got a new Mercedes-Benz, a new BMW, I'm where I want to be, bump you. You got to try to get where I am. But maybe they try to get some help. Maybe they don't want to get where you are, but they try to get where you are halfway. They try to maybe get somewhere where they can put clothes and get food in their stomach and not stop sleeping on that hard street or that hard ground. Or they go to an abandoned house. But still, some of you don't care. Some of you put them out there, that's out there, the ones that have been down, they've been turned down, half of them are crying. This has been a time where children be out there. I remember one time a few years ago, back when I was working at Fifth Third Bank, and it was on a weekday. There was a young lady just had a baby, and her baby was out in the streets, nowhere to go, and she was big and tried to get something to feed her baby and her child. Her friends had abandoned her. I know the father of the child, he probably abandoned her too. But she was trying to get some help. Everybody walked by, did not pay no attention whether she needed help or not. They just let her sit there. And she was crying, just got out the hospital. When you see people when people see high class people, see people like that, that's in the upper bracket, they have a term to say, well, what I'm going to hit, they puts them down, they tears them down. They put them down. Well, he should have did what I did and blah, 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 forget about it. And some of you get them high positions, get them spots, or get promoted to a high office. You forget where you came from. You got to remember where you came, how'd you get there? You got to remember, have you forgot how your mother and father struggled to get you through school? Or some of us didn't have both parents, just had single parents that tried to do their best to help you get to school, taking jobs, to try to feed you, put food in your mouth, keep clothes in your back, and try to get clothes on their back, and yours too, and you forgot. Oh, you graduated from high school, and you got this and that and the other, got the scholarship to go to this college and that college, and you make it, you got what you wanted, got your degrees, and what do? Oh, I'm not going to be like my people. I'm going to be so high and mighty, I'm going to forget about where I come from. I'm in the big times now. I'm in the big world now. I'm up here I'm here where the big boys are, or the big girls are. But still, you done got so just about high, climbing step by step, getting so high and mighty, and you think about and forget about what how you got there. You're going step by step. Each time you get a promotion, that's a step up. Then you get to the point where you done got where you got there, and then you come out, nice suit and blah, blah, in the car and everything, nice home and family. Then you see somebody else that's out there begging and trying to get there. And the first thing, I'm not going to say I'll say the first thing, but it may not be the first thing that comes to your mind. Because you remember I always say the mind is nothing but a garden. What you put in it grows. the first thing that comes to your mind, you see that person, oh, there ain't nothing. Well, he know what to do. He know where to get some help at. And he wouldn't be out here if he wouldn't have, blah, blah, did with this and that and the other. That's his fault. But don't you ever think, wait a minute, let me think and find out what's going on with me. How did I get here? Don't you remember how, does it ever come to your mind and say, hey, remember how my mother struggled to get me where I'm at? My father worked hard. He worked hard till he got sick and he passed on. It was on my mom. And my mom was struggling trying to keep me and my two sisters or my two brothers together, fed us, made sure we had clothes, made sure we had everything that we need to keep going. But still, I done got to the point where I'm up here now. I'm not going to help him. I'm going to let him stay there and lie. Let him lay there and die, go hungry. Bump him, bump her. If you can't do nobody, that's on them. I ain't gonna help him. But still, they out there begging got a cup in their hand, asking for some change to get some food. Well, some of those, you got the real ones and you got the unreal ones out there. The people that's begging is trying to get something to eat. They trying to get them something, trying to get somewhere. And you got some out there that's not homeless playing the game. They might come out there flated, they hungry, need help. When they sign help, I need help. And maybe two blocks down around the corner, they got a nice car parked in the parking lot. And they out there scamming you. But see, I'm talking about those who try to tell them they need help and they tell you they don't need no help, they don't want to go help. Them the ones you got to look out for. Because they playing games and they be having all sorts of game going. I believe if you catch somebody begging, you tell them, I know we'll give you help, and you go around and you walk down there and maybe stay there and watch them for a while. I'm not saying being nosy, but stay there and watch and see if they really be help before you make that decision. And you walk in there and see them hopping in a nice BMW or Mercedes Benz or a Caddy. Well, daggone, this guy's been playing me all along, but he's driving something nice and he got a nice house, but he out here begging. Then you got the other person that really needs help and really needs your time to show them what to do. Well, you won't help them because you got too much pride and you don't even want to help them at all. I'm not going to even look down on that. That's below my means. That's below my standards. So let them lie out there and go hungry and waddle. But you got to remember, you were there once, but you made it out of that. Now you're going downing. But as I said, don't look down on him unless you're going to help him, unless you're going to pick him up. And if you don't want to pick him up, then you go your way. Don't talk about him, don't down him, don't put his name in the mud. Because he's trying to get some help. He's trying to get you to help him or her. And this is the way people are. Now, let me get to another source of this picking up a hand when he's down. Sometimes I dislike saying this, and I really dislike saying this, but sometimes our own family members won't help their own family members. They'll talk about them like a dog. I mean, really really talk about them. You can go to a family member and ask them for some help. Some will help you, some won't. I ain't helping you. You better go get your own girl. Or you better go get your own man. Because I ain't helping you a bit. I don't care if he is my brother. I don't care if he is my sister. I ain't doing nothing for him. You got somebody over there, get them to help you. Fine. But did you ever think that the reason why they're in that position because they crossed the wrong road. They went up the wrong road to be with that person. Now that person done dogged them, getting ready to put them out, and still you're talking about your sibling like a dog, and I ain't helping you in a fight because of this and that and the other. You cannot. really cannot don't do that, because you don't know what really the situation is. You're on the outside looking in, and if you're on the inside see the real problem, then you would help. Sometimes it help if you win, sometimes it don't, because it's not either, may not be them, it might be the other party. So you got two parties there, you don't know who to blame and don't know who to think what's going on. But still, you don't down them. You don't down them, because sometimes they bring their own selves down and they're not looking. We got people out there that's down now, don't want to be picked up or don't want to be helped. Because if a Christian-hearted person go help somebody that's down and say, hey, come on, I'm going to help you get yourself together. I'm going to help you show you how to do this and do that. And someone will look up and tell you, hey, I don't need this. I don't need you to help me. I'm doing what I'm doing now. But you don't think. You forget. You got that weather out there, changes. You got fall, winter, spring, and summer. You're okay during the spring and summer. What about the winter when it get cold and the snow be about maybe 2 or 3 inches deep? And you're out there on the ground getting cold, and you tell that person you don't need his help. You got people that's be out there during a bad winter, and they say, well, hey, you don't need out to freeze to death. Once you come in where it's warm at, and you're safer there. But no, I think I'll stay on out here. I think I'm better out here. What for? What for? You rather stay out there and freeze to death and turn down a helping hand and tell a person to go where to get off at, and you happy there. Now these are the people that don't look down on you, and these are the people that try to help you and give you a helping hand. But some of y'all that don't want to be helped, don't want them to do nothing for you, rather stay out there. But still you're going to talk about the ones that try to help you. Then you don't want the help. But somebody that don't care about you, don't want to help you, oh man, he's blah, 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 blah. He's this and that and the other. And I don't, I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to be this and I'm not going to be that. But anyway, you got to learn, all got to learn. We all brothers and sisters, regardless of what background or culture we come from. We got to learn to help each other out. We just can't let a person go down because you want to leave him there. You don't ever dare do that. For there's many, many times that we don't do the right thing, and you're going to sit in your nice warm house, and they sleeping in a cold abandoned house. Anything can happen in them abandoned. You got rats can crawl up on you. You got anything. You wake up in the morning, you got a rat looking in your face. Then what? Then what you gonna do then? You gonna fight, or are you gonna get up and say, "Hey, I got tired of this"? How you feel? They crawling all over you. Then what you gonna do? You gotta leave, and you gotta let go. So really, don't look down on somebody that's down. Pick them up. As I always say, don't look down on a person unless you're picking them up. And that's the best way you can help somebody when they're down. Try to give them a helping hand and stop trying to stab them in the back and stop trying to kick them to the curb or stop trying to tell them, hey, I don't care how you doing, what you look at. I'm still not going to help you do what help you try to get yourself ahead, because you might do something get better than me, and then what I'm going to do then, you're going to get mad because you helped him, he outsmarted you to do better. Remember, you helped him get where he is. He hasn't forgotten you, but you don't want him around you because you got that jealousy. I heard people say, I've been trying to do that for years and years. How did they get it and I couldn't get it? Well, maybe it's your attitude or the way you carry yourself. And that person came with a kind-hearted heart and talked plainly and kindly and sincere to try to get what he wants. He just, I'm tired of being out here. I'm going to try to do something for myself. I'm going to try to get myself together, put stuff away, and get things together for me. I'm not going to try to be that doggone disgraceful. I should be grateful for what I got. Because when you look down on those people and talk about them, God has a way of finding, getting them together. He has a way of helping them get ahead, and you'll be stuck right in that one spot. We got to learn to love each other, and we got to learn to not stop bringing each other down. We got to show love for each other, because there's too many things, too many people out there that needs help and need love, and we can't love them and we can't help them if we don't show them love and show them some help. And this is how things go, and this is how people do things. Looking down on them is sadness. Steady looking down on them, try to build them up. Show them some love, show them some kindness, show them some happiness. Show them how to take them to one of the agencies and try to get them some help. There's always the right one case manager there that will help you and get you straight. You got some there that don't want to help you because they telling you to yourself, I can't do it and I'm not going to let you get this. This is blah, blah, blah. And some of them think the money's there and it's not. It may be coming out their taxes, but they must remember too, they get theirs back on the income tax check. And you got to remember that. Another thing is that we need each other. As Bishop Mangum would always say, the late great Bishop Mangum would say, I need you, and you need me, and we all need each other. And that was his phrase every time he got through close to church. That was his phrase. We all need each other. We can't stop looking down on each other. We have to look up to each other and bring each other up. Because what's in that mud down there ain't too good and ain't too kind. It's really, really bad. Now, another thing I'm going to get to. It's been some things that people have tried to get together and try to do the right thing for each other. We have tried to get ourselves in a situation, put us in a way that, hey, that we all can share this land together. We all can share things together. There are so many things that's not right. We got too much violence in the streets. Babies killing babies. Parents shooting children shooting parents. Teachers are not like the teachers of the old. Teachers has come to the point where they do anything, they can do anything they want to do. Our society is a place that's come to the point is they want to be another Sodom and Gomorrah. The states, the streets, the city, wherever you live, I call them the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. We have so much going on that nobody really wants to really look into it. They'd say, well, we'll just put it out there and slap it in your face and accept it. We have to try to understand that it's horrible, it's bad. I can't accept a man thinking he's a woman and a woman thinking he's a man. I cannot accept that. Because we was put out here to be men and women. God don't make no mistakes. Too many people out here. I'm not against them, but some of these people that's gay will try to force it on your children, and they may try to force it on you. Now it's a shame that you walk in the streets every day, and especially you men, some of you men that I see that's gay, try to be a woman, and right down that's not the thing. You weren't put here. You put here to be a man and help fulfill the earth, a multitude of earth. But you got in that mind of yours that you're a woman and you in a man's body. I done heard that so many times, and vice versa. What about the children that sees this? Even on your television shows, you see the same people hugging and loving each other of the same sex. And you think that our children should watch it? No, they shouldn't. Because you would talk of children are brought up in our day, in our age, we was taught that marriage is between one man and one woman, and that's the way the world was brought up to be. But you got some out there that don't care how it is. They're going to rub it in your face. And they're going to show you, tell you that this is right. It's not the right thing. It's not the right thing. I believe in letting people live right. But don't take something that you had in your closet for years and go bring it out and you're going to show it in front of, you got children out there, young babies. Their minds have not developed yet to what this is going on. Their minds have not developed yet that this is wrong. All you're doing is showing, well, this is the right way to do it. This is the way it should be. No, it's not. God did not intend it for that to be that way. He intended for man and woman to love each other, be together, and grow a family together. Two poles does not match. And two poles does not even fit together. It's either one or the other. And we got to learn that this is not the right way to go. 2, thou shalt not kill. We kill each other all day and all night. There's 2 ways, in my opinion, that we kill each other. One way is the violent way, and one way is with the tongue. The tongue is a terrible thing, and anything that comes out your mouth is dangerous. I'm going with this is where I'm going with this. Somebody, not going to mention no names, somebody that sees another person doing something wrong, and they will talk about it from midday to midnight. In other words, they're another station that doesn't exist. I'm going to say station 0 and station 0000. Station 0 sees something that's none of their business, and they go to station 00 and tell them. And in other words, they spread the lie or the rumor. And you talk about that person, you're really killing them. What you're saying behind their back. They're stopping somewhere and they look, and you go somewhere and people can do, didn't you do? No. Well, you ask them, what you mean? Where'd you hear this from? They not. Oh, I can't tell you where I heard this from, but I was informed that you were this and you was that. It don't work. That's wrong. You know deep down in yourself you didn't do it, and you know deep down in yourself that's untrue. Station 0 and Nosy Rosie, once they get together, Nosy Rosie always wants to run her mouth, wants to keep her nose in everybody's business. Nosy Rosie would sit up there in church and she'd be, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, she's trying to find out your business and everybody's, so she can all call a friend of hers and tell them about what this person doing. That's why you're killing a person. You're killing with your tongue, you're killing with your mouth, and you're killing with your tongue. Now, I'm going to stop here and like to say, hey, to all my Facebook friends and all, let me say this. Mine is nothing but the garden which you put through it. Don't let it grow. And you have a safe day.